Penny stock billionaires, you've all been asking, how do I get in early on that next new stock you're going to introduce? Well, with our special program, you're going to get early notifications. You'll know exactly what time and where we're going to launch that new stock. So that way you don't have to chase these stocks after they're already doubled within a couple of minutes, like we have seen many, many times when we launch these new stocks, right? So what's going to happen is with this program, you're going to get our Telegram alert. Later on, we're going to add SMS, so it's going to come to your phone also. For now, it's going to be Telegram, and you're going to know exactly what time and where we're going to introduce it. So that way, you don't need to, spend all day on all the different social media channels waiting for us to launch the stock, because you're going to know exactly when and where. So listen, so if your time is valuable, if you want to make real money, this program is for you. So here's how it works, right? The program is $195 a month, and the value proposition is very simple. You only need one win to make 10 times your money. I'll show you in just a second. But first, let me kind of show you exactly what you're going to get. Number one is you're going to get the early trading alerts on our Telegram channel. You'll know when and where we launch a stock, because again, we have 10 different social media channels, and the new stock is what we're going to do from now on is we're going to launch the stock on one channel first. I'm not going to tell anybody which channel it is except for our special members. You will have access to that information. So that way you'll know in advance, you'll know a day ahead of time, or 5 hours ahead, that we're going to be launching the new stock at, let's say 10:38 a.m. on Truth Social or Instagram. That's where we're going to post it first, whatever it is, or X. So you'll have a heads up. So that way, instead of waiting all day, and you'll know exactly when, and you'll really have like a 30-second heads up before everybody else rushes in, because after we put it out there, then we're going to post it everywhere else. And then everybody's going to find out about it, within a matter of minutes. But you'll have that heads up. And again, you guys have seen how these stocks have exploded right out of the gate, like hot. That stock would have probably tripled if it wasn't halted at first. And this is, by the way, why I'm doing this special membership program, because that way, it's going to be, it's going to be more staggered. So throughout the day, it's not going to be just all of a sudden the market's going to be imbalanced because 1,000 people push the buy button on their Robinhood. This is going to be create a more orderly market, and I think that this is going to lead to a more, sustainable and bigger price increases for our stocks. Okay, so here's what you get. Number one is you get the early alerts for the new stock launch. Number two is you're going to get the trading signals in Telegram. We've been giving it away for free in the past on our Telegram channel. From now on, because listen, not everybody wants it. Not everybody wants the trading signals throughout the day, right? Because we tell you when the stock is breaking out above the moving averages or when the special chart pattern is happening. Not everybody wants to be bombarded all day. So I'm only going to give it to the people who it's worth it to. If it's worth it to you to have that, my insights or whatever it is, that's where you're going to get it. The regular Telegram channel, we're only going to do 1 or 2 posts a day. Number 3 is you're going to have the course. That's right. You've seen the book. Maybe you read the book. Maybe the book was, I don't know. Some people don't like to read. But what we're going to do is we're doing a video course. I'm going to do it through a series of live streams. You'll have a chance to interact. But I'm going to explain to you in video everything you need to know, my proven system for finding these stocks that become 10 baggers. Again, guys, I'm doing this 25 years. I've created literally $1 trillion in wealth for investors like you by introducing you to countless stocks that have increased literally 1,000% and more. 10x is my minimum goal. I'm looking really for a stock which has 100x upside. I'm looking for that next 100 bagger, and we've had a few. In the past, right? We've had I can name, what is it? The Exxon that went from $1 to over $800. Now that took a couple of years. I don't have that much time to wait, right? I'm looking for 100 bagger, which can happen in 2 years maximum, right? That's what we want. Number 4 is you're going to have we're going to do special live streams and chat. That's going to be we're doing this in something called WAP, right? This is the WAP. If you're there, well, you know what it is now. Then also we're going to add the Discord. We have a private Discord channel for the members only. and SMS alerts. Again, the private Discord is going to be launching in a couple of days, maybe in a week, and SMS alerts will follow. Okay, so let's get through this. Okay, number one is you're going to get the early alerts. This is pretty much what it's going to look like. It's going to tell you when and where we're going to introduce that new stock, so you'll know exactly what time. You'll get it on the ground floor instead of having to chase these things, when they're already up. You'll have the private signals on our Telegram channel, something like this. This is actually from the public channel, but it's going to look like that. You'll have it throughout the day, only on the private channel. I'm not going to do it anymore on the public one. And you'll also have the video course. And here's kind of the cost-benefit analysis. This is what you need to decide, right? So if you have, let's say, you're going to put $5,000 into one idea. You put $5,000 into one idea. And we're going to be introducing 1 or 2 new stocks every month, right? So let's say you only make 50%. You get that 50% edge once a month. You'll make $2,500. That's basically 10 times your money, right? Let's say you buy both stocks that we introduce in the next month, right? And by the way, we're going to be doing this every month. Historically, we've introduced a few new stocks every month, right? We're going to do 2 new stocks a month, let's say. And again, I'm very, very particular about the type of companies we launch. They all have to meet our specific criteria that we look for in this book, 10-Bagger Blueprint. Let's say you do this. Let's say you put $10,000 into 2 of the new stocks we're going to be launching each month, and you make that 50%, right? So now, let's do the math. Now you're making $10,000 a month in these profits, and that's only with a 50%. And that's only, let's say you're a day trader. Let's say you're a swing trader. You don't even want to hold the stock. You just want to get in and out quick. Let's say that's you. I'm not saying you do whatever you want to do, right? I'm not telling you when to buy or sell stocks, and nothing here is investment advice. We're not telling you to buy or sell anything, right? We're just telling you, here's the stock, you make your own decision. But let's say you decide, I'm going to just only go for a 50% profit in these stocks. So you're going to make $10,000 a month. Let's say you do it for 6 months, right? You're going to make $60,000. Let's say you're part of our program for a year. Let's say you do this for a year, and you don't do this every month. You make or you make $100,000, whatever it is. It's only good cost. Your investment is only $195 a month. Does it make sense? I don't know. I don't know. Where else can you make 10 times your money like this, right? It's up to you. Now, let me show you kind of like sort of what some of the typical scenarios, right? So let me pull this out over here. So again, lottery first day, this thing increased 150%, right? From 78 cents to $1.90. If you would have gotten early, if you would have had like that 10-second head start, you would have easily made 50% ahead of everybody else. Or obviously, you could have made the full 150%. Obviously, it's gone on even higher, right? How about Hoth? Right out of the gate, this is the one that got halted, but it was 85 cents when we started talking about it. Next thing you know, it's $1.63 the first day. Day one, obviously went higher afterwards. How about Ciata? Now that one was a little bit different, but that one went up 700% within, 8 days. The first couple of days it went up, it was a very big move. What about long-term? What about long-term profits, right? Is this a short-term or is this? No, our goal is 10 baggers, right? We want to have you get into these stocks ground floor. Look, the key to all this is you need to get in at the ground floor because that's when your risk is the lowest. You don't want to chase these stocks after they're already tripled or more. You want to get in, at $1 instead of buying them when they're already $10. So let me show you some examples, right? Again, it's all based on the 10-bagger blueprint. So these are some of our past 10 baggers just in the last couple of years. I'm not talking about the stocks who had, 20, just in the recent years. Cytodyn increased 20x from, I think I can't see on this chart. Was it 50 cents? Hang on a second. 50 cents. There we go. It went to $10. That's what I remember. It was a while back. Okay. So this Cytodyn went up 2,000%. Visibility Group went up 1,000%. People made 10 times their money with this stock. Again, these were cheap stock. What was the visibility? I think it was, I can't see, 17 cents. Yes, 17 cents. It went to actually higher. I think it went much higher. It went to about $2 if I remember correctly, 2 and change. 2 and change. This is an old slide. I'm wrong. I think it went to 2 and change. But anyway, let's call it 1,000% increase. Peak FinTech, that one I remember very well. It was a 20 bagger. Stock we introduced at like 70 cents when you count on the split. Went to over $14. Took about a year. Okay, so again, 2,000%. That's the type of money we're looking for. CBDT, it was called, I think, Empower Clinics. We introduced it at a nickel, 5 cents. It went to $2.50 in under 5 months. Again, the big money was made after that breakout. You know, I always tell you, oh, the breakout is coming. Well, this is, if you look, all these charts, they all follow a similar pattern. They go up, consolidate, maybe they drop even. Everybody gives up, and then boom, they explode. That's what happened with CBDT. Went up 5,000%. People made 50 times the money. People made millions of dollars. Literally, people made millions of dollars with that stock. Next tech, 1,300% increase. Typical example of a stock we introduce. It goes up. It goes up. Something happens, it comes down, but then it makes a big comeback, and in this case, it was 1,300% increase. Fans Unite, 1,100% increase. Imagine AR up 1,700%. I think that one was 7 cents when we introduced it. What was it? 2 cents, excuse me, 2 cents, and it went to 35 cents. It was a 2-cent stock. It went to 35 cents. Unbelievable, but 100% true. ESC Entertainment went up 1,200%, and you can see that. Actually, that one was more typical of what we're doing right now. So when we launched that stock, you could see just exploded right out of the gate, massive volume right away, and obviously basically tripled right away, and then consolidated for a little while, and then boom, it exploded, and people made literally 1,200% increase. So guys, bottom line is this. Bottom line is, here's your opportunity. You too can become a penny stocks billionaire, okay? First step is join the program. It's $195 a month. It may sound like a lot of money. I agree. Could be. Maybe it's worth it. Maybe it's not worth it. I have no idea. All I know is we have a lot of people who are interested, and it's going to be limited. It's going to be a limited program. We want to have it to a certain number of people because I don't want to have, I don't want to say 10,000 people because I don't think 10,000 people are going to join, but it's going to be limited. It might be 100 people, 200 people at the most who are going to join this program. I don't think there's going to be more than that. It's going to be strictly limited. Why do we want to do that? Because, we want these stocks to work. The goal is for these things to become 10 baggers. I'll have an orderly market, and for people to have an opportunity to get in early at the grand floor. Now, if you don't want to invest $195, which is fine, all you need to do is just watch all our social media channels all day, because you'll have we're going to introduce it. You'll have it'll be out there. It'll be public information. It'll be public information, right? If you have all day to wait and watch, that's fine. But if your time is valuable, right? If your time is worth, let's say, $100 an hour or more, right? This is for you. Maybe, or maybe not. Maybe you're just getting I have no idea what your personal situation is. It's not, I don't know. I'm not an investment advisor. I can tell you this. If you're very serious, if you want to make an investment in yourself, you want to learn how you can get rich with these stocks that become 10 baggers, it's a great program. Again, all you need is one of these stocks to work out, and you're already ahead of the game. You're going to make basically 10 times your money. In fact, I have a thing where I say we don't offer refunds, but I'll tell you what. If we don't introduce at least one stock each month where it goes up at least, let's call it 50%, I should say at least a double. Make it this way. If we don't introduce a new stock that at least doubles in the first month, you can ask for a rebate. I'll be happy to give you a rebate. In other words, I want you to have your money's worth, because I want you to be, to have that opportunity where you can get in early and, have these wins. Okay. Here's to your 100X. I guess click the join button below, and we'll see you when we introduce the next super stock coming. I think we're going to be launching one this week.